Amy. I'm the author of the book that you should have on your chair. I want to make sure that you all have one of these because, of course, one of the stipulations I'm sure as to why you're in the room is because you got a free book. So I want to make sure you walk away with that. You should also have on your chair one of these flyers, which at the bottom gives you the opportunity to enter into a draw today that could win a school of your choice, a free room to workshop for 30 children. So has everybody completed that? So we'd like to draw it before you go so you know who actually wins. Now the reason I put this slide up here is to show you why I do what I do. Now the little one in the top left hand corner is my daughter. Her name is Robin, so you can see what I did there, right? Little bird, Robin. She's my legacy. And I also wanted to leave something with her for life. I wanted her to be able to look back and go, this is the difference that we made in the world. So at the bottom you'll see that's where the book comes in. And the reason that I wrote that book was based on the outputs of our executive coaching. So when we work with adults, inevitably the limiting beliefs that we're addressing have always been embedded in childhood. So whether that be when I was looking at somebody with a big nose, and I still struggle with the way that I look as an adult. When I was younger, somebody told me I was stupid, and I believed them. So now I have these positions, I have imposter syndrome, and question why I'm at the front of the room with everybody else listening to me, because I'm stupid. So what I wanted to be able to do was go back to the root. Was to go back and give our children something that could help with the great work you're already doing in building the resilience, the self-belief and the confidence. Because we can't take away the challenges that society is going to pose on them. But what we can do is give them support in believing in themselves. So with that in mind, I'm one of those people, apologies if you thought you were going to come in and just listen. I'm one of those people that like you to get involved. So there is an activity, and this is where you have the opportunity to talk to people next to you. So I want you to take a minute and turn to somebody that's sitting next to you and take yourself back to when you were a little one. And ask yourself the question, what did you want to be when you got older? Yesterday, it's a beautiful little girl in Mel's lesson called Precious, and her name is absolutely reflective of her spirit. She has a thing about fame. So yesterday I was asked, who I know? Do I know Beyonce? Do I know Jay-Z? I said, yeah, they come around all the time. She went, do they? No, they don't. I'm sorry, they don't. Don't do that to her. So, you know, these perceptions that our children are being fed are very real for them, but how are we balancing it? How are we helping them to find their journey whilst not disempowering their belief mechanisms? Okay? And then when you think about conditioning, and this relates to all of us every single day, you know, it's just purely the regularity of the circumstances that create the norm. So I know that all of us will have experienced conversations with people, and you can hear them talking, and you can hear them talking from a place of, this is the norm. And you'll be listening and going, that is not right. That is not how that should be. But because they're in it, day upon day upon day upon day, it is their norm. So again, we have that power in that moment to guide and influence these children. Faith in their own ability by the age of 6. And certainly Barlardo's did a recent report where they suggested that 80% of the 18-year-olds that they surveyed suggested they didn't believe they would succeed in life. So we know it's powerful. But just have a conversation with the person next to you, behind you, about at what point you believe you influence this belief cycle. Where do you go in and start to influence the children that are around you? Feel free to have a quick chat about that.
Wrexham.
Wrexham, lovely. I think you have evaluation forms where I've just realised that I think they'll value if you've got a sentence to complete that. And depends on if you're running to another workshop or not.